Celebrity saved Black America. Man, I don't know how I missed this D.L. Hughley clip. How'd it get past me? After you hear D.L. Hughley's clip, you're going to understand exactly why Black Americans are tired of black celebrities trying to lead us. Watch this.
Politics are like a tool to me. They ain't no different than a hammer or a nail or a wrench. It is because everything you ask for is all the things that we would want accomplished are going to happen through the political apparatus. You can't ask for something. You're marching for effect. You're boycotting for an effect, and that is to put pressure on political figures to act. So it's not just some folly for me. What I want is a world that's better for my people. And to me, whoever has the best, and that's not and I think it isn't purely transactional, but for me, the ultimate goal is to have the world look better for the people behind me than the people in front of me. People in front of me, they already had their fight.
Man, D.L. Hughley is nothing more than a bunch of buzzwords, sayings, all crammed into a sentence. But he started off talking about politics as a tool. A tool to do what? Is it a screwdriver? Is it a saw? Is it a hammer? What is it? The tool that you need depends on the job you're trying to do. And the job, it seems like D.L. Hughley's been trying to do, is just be relevant in the public space. Just be relevant in the public eye to further his career. He says he's doing it because he wants to benefit the people behind him. But how is that possible? If that's the case, then you would have been all up against the Democratic Party. Instead of supporting the Democratic Party, you would have been pushing the Democratic Party. You would have been challenging the Democratic Party. Supporting Kamala Harris and writing a book about Barack Obama was not challenging politics, was not challenging those in power. That was trying to put your person in place. Say hi, I'm doing work. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, now go back upstairs. Lord have mercy. Where was I?
As a nation, the one thing I was relieved about this election process is there's no guessing anymore about where this country is.
It's clear.
You remember how you had these dudes in your neighborhood and they would fuck up all the time, and the mother would spend their time praying, and when she got told they was in jail or dead, she would go, "At least I know where he is."
Yeah.
That was a relief to them.
Yeah.
At least I know where this country is. I ain't got to pretend no more. And it knows where it is. So that is, like when I would fuck up in school and they would tell my mother everything I did, I had to worry no more because now I know. And I think it is a freeing feeling to know exactly, and it's an unvarnished truth, where this nation is.
So D.L. Hughley been doing all this talking all these years. He didn't just start this year with Kamala. He's been talking politics for a while. He just now figured it out. He just now figured out that politics is corrupt and that the interests of the system is not necessarily the interests of working class black Americans. I mean, he hasn't even admitted that. In this clip, you think he was going to tell all. Like, keep it real, but he's not. Fam, black people have been talking about this forever. I mean, as long as there's been black people with pen and paper, we've been talking about how corrupt the system is. And what you're telling me is you just discovered it? It's been unmasked now because of Trump? See, that right there is bogus. You would think if you realize how corrupt politics is, you'd be pushing something revolutionary. You be on some, both parties are horrible, and how do we liberate black people? How do we give black people power? Instead, you going around the country trying to get Kamala in power. How is getting the vice president of the former administration a job as president upending the system? I don't understand. How does that fix anything? It wasn't even a new person. She's already been in office. Time and time again, this is what I'm talking about.
I think I know you do this because, again, you're explaining why this is in your heart and you use this as a tool to the advancement of our people. But what do you think about the people? And
I don't know what Matt talking about. A tool for the people. What? Matt don't know enough to question D.L. Hughley's nonsense. He just co-signed it.
and the people who critique athletes or celebrities or comedians or whatever vein they want to put us in that speak on stuff that literally affects all of us, but for some reason we're not allowed to speak on it in some people's minds.
That went out the window when the game show host became the leader of the free world.
Talk about it.
That's not, I mean, here's the thing. Because the only time they ever listen to black people is when we're singing, dancing, running, or jumping. Only time. When do you ever, and that is why, for oftentimes when the nation looks at distractions, and we are generally at the center of that distraction, through athletic prowess or through entertainment, the only time they're ever going to hear us, look at the greatest people in the world who moved needles. It was Muhammad Ali. It was athletes, athletes, actors, and artists, people with the attention on them that changed perspectives. Motown changed the 60s. It wasn't people, marching. It was sounds, and it was sights, and it was people risking things, and people that they respected from an athletic perspective. So
Whoa. Look, I had no way of going back in time and talking to Joe Louis or Muhammad Ali or Jim Brown. I think they would give a lot of credit to activism, a lot of credit to Medgar Evers and MLK and Malcolm X and many other people whose names have been forgotten by time. I don't think they would say, "Ooh, me, Arthur Ashe, I changed it. Ooh, me, I changed it." Because that time, I sang that song. Nina Simone, she did her part, but she didn't change America. Now, see, we got a fundamental breakdown on what reality is and what DL wants reality to be. Like, he's disconnected, big time. And this is why we don't need celebrities telling us. See, I believe at that time was different for celebrities because those celebrities were all dealing with the same struggles. You take a person like D.L. Hughley, man. He's coming from an elite position. Those celebrities were still living under apartheid in this country. So they were more understanding of the system and what it was doing to black Americans. We were all more in the same boat. Sammy Davis Jr. still had to go in the back door to perform, no matter how much money he has. See, things have changed where the elites and celebrities get to live a life closer to that comfortability and separated for a great share of the oppression that most regular people deal with, most working class people deal with. The problem with celebrities nowadays, a lot of them are talking not to change America, but to deepen their pockets, to increase their money in their bank account, to further their brand awareness. Like, they're not doing activism work. You're not fighting for, to help black people be free or to help black people get jobs. Because if you were, you'd have a whole different type of politics. Now, a lot of these celebrities, D.L. Hughley, many others, not just him, but a lot of them operating within this way of like deepening their brand, keeping their brand going, brand awareness, the quality of their brand, right? Which is tied directly to their wealth and their stability in the marketplace. And that's really what's driving them. Matt Barnes doesn't know about any of these issues, and nor is he really expressing them. He has a podcast where he talks about sports and then he talks about politics because he he has a mic. But is he really trying to get something accomplished for black Americans? I don't think he is. I think he's just talking out the side of his neck, just like D.L. Hughley. And that's exactly what D.L.'s doing. And black America is tired of it. Black America sees through it because it's self-serving. Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and D.L. Hughley did not save black America because they had a microphone and helped talk about Barack Obama. Stop talking as if celebrities speak for working class black Americans, because they do not. Stop telling us that allegiance to the Democratic Party is a solution when it's not. Stop telling us that symbols are solutions when they are not. Because if symbols were solutions, we already had a black president with a black wife with black kids in the White House, and didn't much change for black folks. In fact, some of us would say it got worse. D.L. Hughley, he talks about what black people owe the Democrats. He never talks about what the Democrats owe black America. And the day he starts doing that, that's the day we'll start seeing a whole lot less of D.L. Hughley. Bars. D.L. Hughley needs to own his contradictions, own his hypocrisies. And frankly, he needs to stop talking. But as long as he gonna talk, I'm gonna talk back, because that's the power of media. Stay focused, stay brave, and stay dangerous. I'm Tim Black, and you've been watching the most dangerous show in America.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.